Guys, today we're going to be flying the drone around Brockhole. So we're going to be chasing a ferry. We're also going to be checking out the nice landscapes and then also the park where we're filming today. So fun fact, I unpack the drone and get the controller out to go to put the sticks on and they're missing. Where are the sticks gone? They're no longer there, they like fell out. So I'm doing this whole filming today without the actual controller sticks. I'm having to use the actual plastic circular parts of the controller. So it's not the best, it's not ideal. I'll try and get the best footage that I can without any controller sticks. Normally I'd have probably just left the filming altogether, but when we're in a location as beautiful as this, we have to do whatever it takes to get the footage. First of all, that horizon level you can see it's off again. It's maybe because I've got a filter on and because the drone's been a bit knocked to the gimbal getting it out. So you can just do a manual calibration, and so it's done before. I've just done a recenter of the gimbal and then a manual calibration, and as you can see from moving that horizontal plus marker, then we can get a much straighter line. Just bring up that red checkpoint again, and you can see now that is now looking a lot better and a lot straighter. So it's always a good idea to go and check out. We're going to be focusing today on the signal and that battery. It's a new era for film, and let's see how that drone does in a beautiful area like this. So whenever you come to a location like this, the only thing you need to actually have is batteries. It's such a brilliant, lovely area. I don't think it can ever look bad. I have got that CPL filter on today. It's quite an overcast, dull day, but the CPL filter does help to get that motion blur, and it takes away the reflection on the surfaces. So even on an overcast day, it's a good idea to get the CPL filter on, or an ND4 or an 8, just to get a bit more of a natural image. So grabbing an extra battery is definitely worthwhile. I've only got the one battery today, so I'm going to try and select my shots, but having a couple of extra batteries is just going to allow you to spend more time filming and not having to rush as much thinking, God, I've only got that one battery left. So that came out really nice. Let's just go and show you now the actual park I'm at, which is Brockhole's Park. This is massive. It's a great park within the Lake District. You should definitely check it out if you've not visited here before. But there's different things you can do here. There's archery, canoeing, you can hire a boat. But just focus firstly on that attitude indicator. You'll see now that I am actually going to be flying behind me. So let's see how that signal does. Obviously, most drones don't like this happening because you're going to lose signal and connection. So it's going to be really interesting to see. But at the moment, we're still on full bars of signal. Brilliant. So just in front of us there, that's the treetop nets and the kids park over there, and then just to the left hand side of it there is a really grand building. This is where the main entrance is, but using that 2x zoom on the drone, it's got such different options on this drone to use it as your arsenal. You can 2x zoom, and I think that quality at 2x 4K is brilliant. I just wish I'd framed it slightly better, a bit more to the right hand side, but that 4K 2x digital zoom I think looks absolutely amazing, and no one's really going to be pixel peeping and going, oh, it's not the best, that it's only digital zoom. It is brilliant for this type, and it's such a great option to have on this drone. So even though it is digital zoom, using it in 4K, you're still going to render brilliant quality, and just being able to punch into something or to a landscape is going to be such a great tool to use. So also in this park there's a forest, and they had a Halloween event here last year which was great fun, scaring all the kids. But if you've got a forest and a drone, there's only one thing you should be doing, and that's this. You can never get too many forest shots. They always look good. Let's check in on that signal. Full bars of signal, and the battery, we've still got 66% battery, which is going to come in handy soon when we're going to be chasing that ferry. But overall, this in a nice new location, that drone has handled this brilliantly and got great shots like the ones before and this. So that CPL filter definitely does help, even on an overcast day like today, just to bring them blues and greens up, look a little more saturated than it would do normally. But as I'm flying here, I notice a ferry just to the right hand side. There's also a little speedboat as well, so I think this is going to be a great shot. So how much battery have we got? We've got just over 58% battery, so that should be enough to get us over to them ferries, although one of them is moving pretty fast. But let's just descend as we're flying towards them, and you can get a great looking shot like this. And with practice, you're going to get that confidence to fly. You've got that 1 or 2 times zoom again. We're just doing it 1 times here, just as we're flying towards both of them boats there. You can just see that speedboat just going out of frame. But with that CPL filter on, if you just look at that, it's got a lovely motion blur without much reflection. And it's absolutely great to be doing this from this drone. Let's put it into sports mode now, because that ferry is moving at some speed, but we're going to have no problem at all catching that up. And look at this shot you can get from this drone. Just has so many tools available to be able to use. You got your zoom, you got your sports mode, it's got great quality photos and videos. It is a delight to be able to film this. It's a great drone. This looks really nice. That ferry, what a great shot, what a great ability to be able to do this with this drone. Let's now go and concentrate back to where we were. I'm going to fly towards this location, just where them trees are. But it's always interesting to see how the drone's going to handle different areas. And from today, that signal, even though we're surrounded by loads of different tall trees and interference as well from these waterways, absolutely no problem at all from this drone. That signal again has been absolutely rock solid, just like normal, just as expected. But again, no problem here. And that battery, I've been able to get some really nice shots in this location and still got that 40% battery left. So the only downside is, again, with no controller sticks, I'm going to have to bring it back to myself here and put it into cine mode just to be able to then land it a bit more carefully, and then I'm going to land it onto my actual hand as well, just to make it a little bit easier and safer, because unfortunately you can't pull the stick all the way down or up if you don't have them controller sticks on. So I have got a new set coming, so don't worry about too much, but I hope from today you've enjoyed this video, and I've had to try my best to try and get some cinematic shots with no controller sticks. I'm not the easiest, but that drone did it, and I think the video today came out really well. Let me know if you've been to the Lake District. I'm really lucky that this is actually not far from where I live, so I'm so fortunate to be able to come and visit places like this and get great shots. Next time I come here, there's going to be a bag full of batteries to be able to film and get the shots I want. But in part 2 of this, I'm going to be actually filming at Bowness, which is an even nicer area, and that is going to be an amazing video, again without any controller sticks. But once again guys, thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you've been to the Lake District. Let me know what you think of that video and the quality from this drone. Are you happy with it, or are you looking forward to a potential DJI MINI 3 at the end of the year, which has been rumoured potentially to be able to film in 8K? What? Seriously? Do we need that? I don't know. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.